All right, so I'm back with another reaction video, man. We need to talk. I seen this a while back, but this was really before I started making reaction videos. So I really don't remember what sis said. So we gonna get straight into it.
Black boy, tell me how you really feel. I just wanna build with you. Black girl, tell me how you really feel. I just wanna keep it real with you. I wanna live better, eat better. I wanna love better, sleep better. I wanna feel so aligned, sublime. One time for the state of mind, two times for elevated rhymes. You are architected when I lay design.
Why do women gravitate towards projects and then complain about the project being a project instead of the guy saved his dominoes in your phone who you know is ready to give you the world, but you don't really want him?
Oh,
so
shit.
Why do black women tend to have a preference for the project over the good dude?
Before she give her answer, I think it's because they know that the project can't tell her what to do. That's what I honestly believe. I honestly believe they pick the dudes that they know aren't on a certain level because they don't have to do what he say. Because they don't ultimately respect him. But let's see what she say. That's just my thoughts. Let's see what she say.
Yeah.
And again, you can answer this as yourself. You can answer this from the perspective of like conversations you've had with other women. You're in, the thick of things more than me as a nigga. So I can only go off of speculation, but you know what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I think that a lot of women out here, including myself at one point, are very broken. And good relationships, as far as being able to accept a person that's just good to you and you know they're good for you and they might not be able to check all of the boxes, but you're like, okay, I see this person and they're really good for me. Let's go ahead and settle it down. That comes from like a deep sense of just like a healed individual. So like if you're just like broken, I feel like you're always groveling for something. So women want that man that's like, they don't exactly treat me the way that I want to be treated. Like, we know that nigga don't treat you right. But if you're not healed enough to understand how someone is supposed to treat you, then none of it really matters. And we weren't really, okay, I can't say we. I'm gonna say the people that I have come in contact with. We weren't like given step-by-step instructions on like, this is exactly how things should go. It was just kind of like going with the flow type of thing. And when you do that and you have so many like external influences, like friends in high school, college, education system, all of the things, it's easy to get side railed and it's easy to be influenced.
You like to cut straight through everything she just said. The women are missing their fathers. At the end of the day, all that she just said, the community was fucked up when you took the fathers out the home. Y'all don't see how your daddy was treating your mama. You don't get to see how a man is supposed to operate in the household. Y'all don't get to see the interactions between a man and a woman on a day-to-day basis. Y'all didn't get to see it, so you don't know what you're supposed to be looking for. That's what she just said. Because the things that she just said, that was not a thing 60, 70, 80 years ago. It wasn't a thing. Want to know why? Because dads was talking to their little girls every day. Dads was coming in the house, kissing mama on the cheek. That's what we saw. That's what the culture was. Marriages, families, family structures, strong black men. That's what we saw. But you get the feminist movement coming on in, you get the crack epidemic coming in, you got the 3-strike rule coming in. Obviously, it was a lot of it was by design, but a lot of it was self-inflicted as well. That's what we saw. That's what we're seeing right now. So now you looking at, she knew that the dude wasn't treating her right, but she did it anyway. It's because your father ain't there. Period, point blank. I don't care how you slice that. Most girls that got a father that they actually was learning something from, that was actually giving them some proper instruction, they wasn't dealing with that shit. They wasn't. Unless she was just outright rebellious. Let's be real. Let's get back into it.
So, if we're not healed, our parents aren't healed, and our grandparents aren't healed. And it's just like a whole cycle of things. So yeah, that's my answer to that question.
So they've done like surveys where, like, let's say a male influencer, or I'm actually about to combine two questions. A male influencer or a stylist, for instance, will put on a suit and that type of swag and, you know, go out and carry out a survey with women, like, and then he would go out again in street style and carry out a survey. And the survey was like, which style do you prefer? The overwhelming majority of women voted street style over the suits. And when I say street, like, these are tailored James Bond looking niggas. So the first question is, why is that? The second half of that question that kind of ties into the first half is, you know who Broderick Hunter is? He's a male model.
He has the wife or the girlfriend that's chocolate kind of.
Yeah. But good looking dude, handsome dude, right?
Absolutely.
They did a social experiment with him as well, where they put him in a bar setting. This was staged, obviously. And they recorded him with two different demeanors, and then they showed the recordings to a group of women. The first demeanor was more of a, so in both clips, he was sitting at the bar trying to get the attention of some woman on the other side of the room, right? And the first one, he was more like stoic, more somber, almost like, you know what I'm saying?
What was he wearing?
Same thing in both. Yeah, the clothes are inconsequential here. This was just the look, right?
Okay.
And then in the second one, he was more so like happy and goofy, like he was smiling, hey, you know. And the overwhelming majority of women voted for the, you know what I'm saying, the serious, stoic, somber guy, the bad enigma guy, right? So the first question is, why are women more attracted to the street style versus the suit style? And why are women more attracted to the more stoic, serious guy, bad boy versus the smiling, happy guy?
Because it's kind of the opposite, right? Okay, so I would say, this is just my theory. So sometimes, not for me, but some women, and I would say the majority of women, aren't used to men that dress in a certain type of way, as far as suited and booted, pocket thing, like, you know, all of the things that some women will, they'll like, that'll turn them on, but some women are intimidated by that. So they see the guy that's, you know, in the Nike joggers or whatever, and they're like, oh, okay, I can bag this.
In a roundabout way, the dude with the suit on look like he can tell you what to do. Let's be real. The dude with the suit on look like he got his shit together, and you can't just do whatever you want to. You can't just get away with the little slick bullshit that a lot of women try to get away with. But the nigga in the joggers, he probably don't know enough to even correct you on the simple shit that you be doing, because he probably don't care. But that dude in that suit, He not allowing half the shit a lot of women be doing. That's why they don't like them dudes. They too serious. But they also don't want you too playful. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like, I remember watching, it was, what's her name? That's crazy. What's her name? Jill Scott. She was on the Breakfast Club. And it was, I don't know how they got on relationships, but she was just like, dealing with men. She said, you can tell me what to do if you can tell me what to do. I think a lot of women think like that, but they choose to pick the dudes that can't tell them what to do. Yeah. Because most of the time when you see a dude in a suit, either he's on his way to being who he's supposed to be, or he already who he's supposed to be. And you can't come into that situation half stepping. You got to be on your shit the way he gonna be on his shit, because it's gonna be required that you be on your shit. Just an observation.
Or that I can talk to this nigga easy, but a nigga that might be suited and booted might be, I don't know, just a little bit more intimidating. They might come off in conversation as far as like, I couldn't keep up with this person. A lot of people, no matter the race, don't really dress like that. They don't, like, on an everyday basis, unless maybe you're like in Wall Street or something. They don't dress, suited and booted. Most people kind of chill, especially because of the pandemic. Like, you're really probably not going to run into somebody that's like all dressed up, However, attraction, more than likely that woman is attracted to the guy that's like suited. Because when I think of, going to your question,
I just thought about what she just said though, because that like, it's like a lot of women be saying that men be intimidated by them because they got their education and they look a certain way. But a lot of times I be feeling like it be projection, because most men don't even think like that. Most men don't even think, oh, okay, well, she got a degree and some money, so I'm scared to talk to her. Like, I don't want to, I'm intimidated. Like, she just said that when she feel like most women, when they see a man moving like that, they might feel intimidated. So to me, that's where women get that shit from. They are intimidated by the dudes that have those things. So they just say automatically that men are intimidated by the women that have those things, when we're not. I just thought about that. She just said that shit. I really want if she can probably give a little bit more detail on that shit, because why be intimidated by a dude that look like he's more suitable for a family? Like, I don't get it. Maybe she'll say something.
A guy that's suited, I do think, obviously depending on the person, I do think of somebody that will be a lot more stoic and a lot more aware of his demeanors and like the way he carries himself, than maybe somebody that's just more lax. And I know this is just there could be someone stoic that's wearing joggers, but mystery and stoicism and silence is very intriguing to women. And we'll take it back to primal times, like I love to do. I don't trust the goofy nigga to protect my kids. Because the goofy nigga,
she in that bag right now,
having side conversations, while the nigga that really runs shit is probably not talking much. It's probably a conversation that's more about business. So not to say, this is probably very much off track. We don't know people. The goofy nigga could be the stoic one behind closed doors. Who fucking knows? But I think that women are more attracted to first impression, observant men.
Watch this. I got to get it. I wasn't even gonna do it, but I got to get it. What you just said is Ciroc 1929. A lot of people don't want to believe that, but you can judge a book by its cover, man. Period, point blank. Listen to this. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. So she said, like she was talking about the first impressions and stuff like that. So as soon as you see this person, you can pretty much for the most part tell who somebody is in your first encounter, right? Let's get a little bit more detail. A man's attire, so what the clothes that he got on, and excessive laughter, if he, like she said, the goofy nigga, and gait, so the way he walk, show what he is. So the way you dress, laugh, like your conversation, are you talking and laughing too much? Are you quiet? Are you more serious? In the way that you walk. Like, I don't know about nobody else, but I can see a dude that's living an alternate lifestyle because of how he move a little bit. The way he walk, you be like, yeah, okay. But the scriptures say, show what you is. The way you talk, dress, the way you walk, the way you move, you laughing too much, you serious, you not. You can tell who somebody is. So what she's saying is true. What she's saying is true. I think a lot of women do like the more mysterious cat. But